WBO interim world title fight involving Tommy here on my right, which could well lead to the winner of that one being crowned as the full world champion. And it's a stacked undercard, brilliant undercard, and seeing the lads here today, great to see that they've come along to support the press conference, and it kind of underlines what I'm saying. When you look down the list of undercard fighters, it is absolutely stacked. Tyrone Nurse, who's here, going to be defending his British super lightweight title against Joe Hughes. Got what on the face of it promises to be a terrific fight for the English super middleweight title. Jermaine Smile, who's away on the right here, who had a very good win last time out, English champion, who's going to be defending against Daryl Williams, who's working with Tommy in the run-up to his fight. Daryl's undefeated. I think it's fair to say that Jermaine and Daryl have a similar sort of ethos. They both go for it. It's not going to be one for shrinking violets. That's going to be a terrific fight. Liam Woodstock, shy, understated man on my left. He's got his first title fight against Paul Holt, and Leon is a Leicester lad, so he's sure to get fantastic support. Great to see him here. Anthony Yard, who's undefeated in 9 now. A little bit of a step up for him. He's going to be fighting Nathan King, who's a tough guy from Wales, who's been around, he's travelled, always gives a good account to himself. Anthony, if you've not seen him, is a phenomenal puncher. And I think he and Tunde and Frank Warren, the problem almost for Anthony is to get the timing right, because there'll be a lot of people who say he's ready to be fighting for British titles right now. We'll hear from him in a moment or two. And also up here on the top table, I think I've introduced just about everybody, but we've got Ako Esuman as well from Nottingham, who's had 2 professional fights and as an amateur actually has a win against Tommy, which Tommy I'm sure will remember only too clearly. He's fighting a 4-rounder against Sam Amidi of Manchester, but Echo is somebody of whom there are great hopes for the future. So I think probably as good a place as any to start is with the 2 guys at the end of the table, which is the dust up for the English title, Jermaine Smile, Leicester lad, local lad, who's going to have sold lots of tickets against Daryl Williams, and for Daryl, great opportunity to announce himself to a wider audience. Start with you, Jermaine. This is a proper fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be a good fight. Like you say, we both kind of got the same ethos when it comes to fighting, and it's going to be an exciting fight, yeah.
Are you aware of your sort of place in the history of Leicester boxing here? You know, flying the flag for a pretty impressive tradition.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like the last big massive boxing event in Leicester was probably 25 years ago at Granby Halls.
I was there.
Yeah, yeah, probably Chris Wyatt, and we haven't had one since then. I mean, it's crazy to think. But I'm the one flying the flag now, and I think it's my duty to kind of put Leicester back on the map again. So, how much of a buzz is there around the city? How much? Because I hear that tickets have gone very well. There are still a few available, but not a huge number. There is a buzz, isn't there? Yeah, there's a big buzz. Yeah, definitely. And now we've got this Leicester Arena as well. Before this, we didn't have anything really, no arena, no big place to stage an event like this. So yeah, everyone's buzzing for it really, yeah. Dan tells me it's going to be set out for about 3,500. That's going to be the crowd here, and there's going to be a serious atmosphere, isn't there? Yeah, definitely. It's going to be electric. It's going to be electric. Now, tell us about this fight you've got against Daryl, because yeah, I mean, I introduced it saying you've got the same attitude. He's going to be a handful, isn't he? Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's unbeaten. He's 14 fights unbeaten, and you don't get beat. You're not unbeaten for no reason. I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he hasn't really. Yeah, as my trainer's saying, he's not really boxed anybody. I mean, I deserve to be here. I'm English champion. I mean, I've fought guys. I've earned my right to be here. I mean, so Yeah, I just don't think he's not really boxed anyone, and this is going to be a big step up for him. And if he doesn't realise that, then it's going to be problems really.
Okay, well let's hear what Daryl's got to say about that. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm okay.
And he and his manager trainer sitting down there has made a noisy entry into the press conference. Say you've not fought anybody.
Yeah, you know, you can say what you like. Everyone can say what they like. You know, when it comes down to it, and you start getting punches in your face, and your chest starts hurting, and you start wanting to go fucking, sorry, excuse my language. You know, you start wanting to piss blood later on because you got too many body shots through your ribcage. That's when you're gonna know what time it is, really, ain't you? So, to be honest, you know, people saying that me and him are the same. We're not the same. We're not the same at all. Nothing like him. He's nothing like me. Nothing like me.
So how do you think you're different?
I'm an animal. He ain't an animal. That's the difference. That's the difference, straight and through. That's it.
I think it's fair to say you might think he's underestimating you.
No, I know he's underestimating me. I know he's underestimating me. And his trainer over there, you know, don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's there screaming out like a little kid. You know, behave yourself, mate. Calm down. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, so, like, let's get on in it. Like, you know, I'm not really into this talking business. You know what I mean? I don't really do that.
Do you think this is going to be the? Do you think this is? Hang on a minute, Justin. Do you think this is going to be the fight of the night?
You know, I can't say it's going to be the fight of the night. You know, I've got Anthony Yardy right next to me here. You know, there's other people here next to me that are top class fighters. You know, so, but I know that I'm going to get in there and I'm going to do what I got to do. You know, and you know, if they believe that because I haven't fought anyone or got anyone on paper that I fought with a big name, that it's going to be an easy night, well, you're going to get slaughtered, man.
You're working in the run-up to this with Tommy, so giving him some quality work, I would imagine. How's that going?
Yeah, you know, this is the second day I've been up here. So we sparred with Tommy yesterday, and yeah, it was really good, tough sparring. You know, he's really quick off the mark, and you know, I've got no doubts that he's going to win this fight. And you know, yeah, like this is good work for me. Sparring with someone like that of that caliber and of that speed. You know, and you know, I personally don't think that Jermaine is as good as Tommy. So me sparring with this caliber and these kind of fighters and going in with someone like him, to me, it's a downgrade.
You're on a big bill which is going to be televised, of course, by BT Sport and on Box Nation. Do you see this as a chance to really announce your name to a wider public?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, this is a big chance for me to get my name out there and you know, go further in my career. You know, like don't get me wrong in what I'm saying. You know, I'm not trying to say that it's going to be an easy fight for me and I'm just going to walk through it. But believe me, you're going to be in for a shot when I get in there.
We will have a face-to-face photograph later, which is going to be interesting. That will be after the press conference, so missed something. He can punch, he really can. 8 knockouts out of 9, isn't it, Anthony? And you seem to have taken to the pro game like a duck to water. You're loving it, aren't you?
I'm loving it. First thing I want to do is just thank everyone for coming. Thank you to BT Sports, Frank Warren, my trainer Tunde Ajayi, and everyone else involved. Yeah, it's been exciting.
People are taking notice of you big time, but before we talk about your actual boxing, I mean, you're an all-round athlete, aren't you? Somebody told me that you're a serious sprinter.
I used to be.
What was your best time?
Just under 11 seconds at 16 years old.
Well, that is, you know, I mean, if you can run that sort of time at 16, there must have been moments in you when you were growing up as a young athlete. You must have thought that, okay, boxing maybe, but you must have thought about athletics.
Yeah, I was running for Tessa Sanderson in an academy. At them ages, I wasn't even thinking about boxing. I was interested in watching it, but me thinking when I did it as a profession, I didn't think so. But I'm here now.
So who are your sporting heroes then? I mean, you know, I guess you're too young to remember the likes of Linford Christie, but who were the people who you looked up to as an athlete?
I wasn't really interested in athletics. If I'm
No?
honest. I was just good at it. I met a few people that was involved in it, but it wasn't really my Like, it wasn't my interest.
So what decided you on boxing?
Just watching it, and then obviously a bit of naughty things on the street. I'll be 100% honest with you. I got into altercations. Sometimes you can't prevent things, and then I was hitting people and knocking them over from a young age. And I'm talking about grown men as well. So,
Are you one of those guys then who, working with somebody like Sunday and the discipline of boxing, that it's been really good for you?
yeah, 100%. It took me out of certain areas that I'll never want to go back to. Discipline, working towards something in life, and yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving the journey.
Well, people are loving watching you boxing as well. It's I said when I was doing the initial introduction, it's almost kind of holding you back, because you as a fighter, I mean, fighters always think they can beat everybody, but you must think that you could go and win a title now.
Of course, if you're in boxing and you think that someone's either better than you or they can do anything better than you in boxing, you need to change your sports completely. You need to be confident. You need to be like a beast. You need to be ferocious. You need to know that you can take out anyone. And that's the mentality I've gone in with since the amateurs. I had 12 amateur fights, 11 knockouts. I've had 9 professional fights, 8 knockouts. So I'm going to try and keep the ratio going.
Where do you get that power from? I mean, it's more than just strength, isn't it? Timing's so important. Come on, give us a little insight.
I would say it all comes from the mind. You see with them Chinese martial arts people, you see the skinniest man looks like a twig. He's breaking the biggest trees. So I believe it's in your mind. Again, precision and hitting people in the right place. Like they're saying that Golovkin's some murderous puncher, but you got Julius Jackson. He was a real power
Jackson
puncher.
could seriously punch.
And then, but you see Golovkin now, he places his punches. He hits people in the right place, right time, things like that. So again, it's in the mind and it's placing your punches in the right place.